for me, but I'll just say this. Dak Prescott, according to Fox Bet, is worth 4 points more per game than Andy Dalton. That seems fair. More than a field goal. Of course, the contract will be 10 times more than Andy Dalton. Make of it what you will. $35 million for Dak. There's two reasons it concerns me. One, his entire career, he's had a top 3 offensive line and a top 2 running back in the league and above-average weapons. I've never seen him struggle. Oh, wait, I have. Tyron Smith got hurt. He was terrible. Zeke was out. He wasn't very good. Pre-Amari Cooper, not special. The times I've seen him not have everything right in support, he has struggled. And last year, he struggled against good teams. Everybody's good in life when you're a trust fund kid. You're the only child. You get the time. You get the attention. Life's way easier. What if you're one of 5 kids struggling to grab the final piece of pizza? With Dak, his life has been trust fund kid. It's been best offensive line, best running back, offensive coach, above average weapons. PFF says the wide receiving core is number 3. So his NFL life has been that of the trust fund kid. Just don't wreck the Mercedes. It's just been nothing but fun and daisies. He's had 2 horrible teams in his division. Giants and Washington, 16 games against him. He's 13-3. It's been easy street. I have no idea, and I'm now going to pay him $35 million. Travis Frederick's gone. Tyron Smith, what if he gets hurt? The times where I've seen him lose key offensive components, he deteriorates fast. Scares me. Second thing is, $35 million for a quarterback is an elite price tag. He's a good quarterback. He's averaging in his career, this again, with a great O-line, a great running back, great receivers. He's averaging 24 touchdowns, 9 picks, and 3,900 yards. That's good. It ain't $35 million a year good. It's not that good, so that's my concern. I do not care that he was underpaid early in his career. That's not my problem. Be a higher draft pick. The entire league. Do you know how underpaid Lamar Jackson is right now? Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson for 4 years. If you play early in the NFL as a quarterback, you're going to get underpaid. You're going to be massively underpaid. Josh Allen's massively underpaid. They're all underpaid. Baker Mayfield may be a little overpaid, not a cheap shot, just true. But all these guys are. Lamar Jackson makes $10 million a year. He was the MVP. MVP should be making $38 million a year. He'll get his money over time. Dak on the cheap. Remember, Dak's been on the cheap for all these years. 1 playoff win. On the cheap. So now you got to make cuts. So Dallas is essentially saying, we're going to go the opposite way of the New England Patriots. Dallas is saying, no, we know what we're doing. The Patriots don't know what they're doing. We're going to pay all our top stars top dollar. So the Cowboys with Dak will have a top 5 quarterback contract, a top 5 running back contract, a top 5 wide receiver contract, and a top 5 defensive end contract, and a very expensive offensive line. And Jalen Smith is great, but he's not cheap. That's the opposite of what the Patriots do. And Zeke, the most replaceable position, is the only one of those players that you would consider top 2 or 3 in the league at his position. So you're essentially paying guys more than you would argue in a salary cap sport their value probably is. So, this is the opposite of what New England did. And I know I hear this all the time. Well, he deserves. Folks, find me a 50-year-old in America that doesn't think they were underpaid in their 20s. 20s, it's a rite of passage. You'll be underpaid. Interns, you probably won't be paid. You start making good money in your 30s, hopefully, great money in your 40s and 50s, and then at 60, you better have saved some of it. Everybody in this league is underpaid in their 20s until their first contract. And I don't think you deserve a Powerball ticket because you were underpaid. It depends on how good you are in those years leading up to the big contract. Dak's been good, not great, and he was bad at the end of last year. And by the way, once again, Dallas dominates the offseason. They did this last year. It should be noted in their own division, Philadelphia had 2 issues. Cornerback, they addressed it with Darius Slay. Some argue the best pure corner in football. Wide receiver, they draft one. Marquise Goodwin, Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson's coming back. They addressed their 2 issues. Dallas, defense. Secondary, bad. They lost their best corner. Secondary, bad. Lost a good safety. Lost a leading sacker. So Dallas did not address their primary issues. They drafted a wide receiver. in the first round. It's the last thing they needed. I'm sure CeeDee Lamb will be productive, but it's not what they needed. So, again, Philadelphia quietly brought in Darius Slay, arguably the best corner, for a real weakness, and massively upgraded and addressed their wide receivers. Dallas's problem was defense. It is clearly worse today. But hey, we're talking about the Cowboys. They're winning the press conference. They're the most interesting team. They're the most captivating team. I do not think they got better. I think they'll be thin. I think they'll have no depth. And I'm happy for Dak because I'm happy for all young people that get their money. I never root against the individual. But once you have a salary cap, it's a business. You know, in baseball, you can overpay a guy. I mean, if you have good revenue streams on the YES Network for the Yankees, you could pay a guy $2 or $3 million more. The salary cap makes it a business, and it's a pretty hard cap in the NFL. It's not like the NBA. You got exceptions and exemptions, and it's pretty much a hard cap. You pay this guy, you can't pay that guy. Good luck to Dallas. So I like choices in life. I like choices. Just give me choices. I don't want to be told I have to do this. I want the option to do this or this, and then it comes to me because I like the responsibility of choices. I saw a study the other day that 73%